Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Hazard Garage. And in today's episode, we're gonna cut some holes in the Miata. Alright, so what we're gonna be installing today on the car are these plastic hood vents. Now they do make aluminum ones that are obviously, they look a lot better, they're a lot more sturdy, a lot more durable. But you know what? For the Miata, I'm gonna give these a shot. We could always upgrade afterwards. These are some cheap Euro Type R hood vents that we got from Amazon or eBay. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested. They are cheap. They're like 10 bucks compared to, you know, some aluminum hood vents that are somewhere near 200 or so. So we'll see. We'll test these out with some airflow tests to see if they're actually doing anything. Let me give this a shot so that maybe you can know if you need to spend 200 bucks or not. Anyway, let's get down to measuring and then cutting. All right, so we got our cut lines measured up. If I didn't drink so many, wait, no, that's caliper grease. If I didn't, anyway, if I didn't do so much of that, this would have taken a lot longer. This job probably realistically is gonna take you maybe a couple hours. For me, I budgeted 16, so this is where we're at. Okay, so we got our cut lines drawn out. We measured exactly the entire width of these vents, but then we also put a cut line a little bit in to account for this lip, because we're gonna need something to basically have the vent sit on top of, and then we're gonna also put rivets in to secure it to the hood. So take that into account, please. This is gonna be just like painting or whatever. This is going to be the most time-consuming and involved part, which is the measuring, but you can't mess this up. But now that we got our measurements down, and I feel pretty confident, hopefully, we're gonna then start the easy process, which is just cutting along these lines. So pray that this works out well. Good news, we got our holes cut. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I nicked my Rust-Oleum paint. But that's okay, we'll fix that. We'll fix that, no problem, no one will notice, no one will notice. But yeah, the holes are cut. The easiest part was cutting the top of the hood. The difficult part was cutting the underskin. And there goes the other side. Yeah, the difficult part was cutting the reinforcement parts. It's just awkward angle, you know. Honestly, I did it with a 3-inch angle grinder. I'd say if you can, maybe get a Dremel for some of the more precise bits. But in the end, we got our holes cut. And when you put them in, I don't know if you can see it. We'll do a test later so you can see airflow, but we can see into the engine, so hopefully there's some airflow there. Yep, there it is, the hole. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. All we gotta do is, I'm not sure. When you measure, you obviously got to take into account the lip of the air vents, right? So it's not like, you know, you can't cut all the way to the edge. You got to cut a little bit in more so that you can have some sort of edge on the hood to be able to like rivet. It's turned out pretty good. Not bad, not bad. So yeah. So why did we cut holes in the hood of the Miata? Well, it has less to do with letting heat out of the engine bay and more with directing airflow through the radiators. Without the hood vents, there's a bunch of like high pressure air that builds up under the hood, and that essentially creates like a wall of air that prevents air from going through the radiators. And instead, it'll just go out the sides or wherever it can find its way. By cutting these hood vents into the hood, it essentially relieves some of that air so that it'll actually flow through the radiators. And you can see some wind tunnel tests where they have hood vents that help direct the airflow, and you can see it go through the radiators and out the hood. Now, will this help our cooling issue and our overheating issue on the Miata on the track? I'm not 100% sure. Stay tuned for a future video. I'm gonna see and test it out on the track to see if it, you know, solves our problem. But that's where we're gonna stand right now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace out on the next one.